Yeah. Any second now.
Any second
Hey,
now.
hold up, there's someone on the track!
Oh, look!
For goodness sake!
Hey, there's Barry Norman!
Oh!
That Barry Norman was train surfing!
That's put me right off
Barry
my...
Norman!
That's put me right off
Hey,
my
Danny.
Linda Blair's
Danny.
Exorcist Green Pea Sue.
Did you see that poo flint that train
Look!
had?
How come there's
He's
so
been
many
dragged across
celebrities
the
on
track.
this track? There's a
For
lot...
goodness
Danny,
sake!
did that last one have a dribble crust?
Yeah, it had a dribble
Did
crust.
it?
As far as I
What
can see,
kind
it
of
had a
dribble
crust.
crust?
I could have sworn it had a Crump's multi-chef attachment on the front.
If that's what it was, then it was the DD7 steam nighting over reminder.
Oh!
How come there's so many celebrities on these tracks?
Amazing. That was Oprah Winfrey, was it?
That was the Class E Nabokov Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Was that not the...
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
that
Not
not
heel-
to be confused with the R2-D2.
Not the R2-D2.
No.
No, you're not going to get me on that old
Danny,
one.
did it have a poo flint?
A poo flint? I've never heard of it.
Did it not have a poo
Is he
flint?
making it up now?
Well, I don't know. It all depends to see whether it had a buffet car or not. You don't get the poo flint without a buffet
Run that
car.
one.
Oh,
Speaking
okay.
of buffet
If they've got
car,
a buffet car, they're obliged to have a poo flint on the front.
would you like
You've got to have a
would you like
poo
a
flint.
Oh, look,
would you like a Freddy
Yeah,
Freddy
thanks.
Krueger extra thick sandwich?
Hey, did you see that?
It's an extra thick green.
Did you see that train we saw?
Wow, you don't see one of these every 2 minutes.
Wow!
Danny, it's got a Hempel Gastro plunge filter at the front.
But heads, run that one back by us again. Look. Trust Sue Lawley to derail the thing, huh?
Sue, get off!
Come on,
Sue, Lawley,
Sue.
get off the track.
Sue.
You're wrecking the show. Oh, for goodness sake, look at her makeup.
Wow,
She
look
is a
at that
state.
baby burn. Wow, throw another Charlie Drake on the furnace. Look
Disgraceful.
at that. I'll put it back in now. Track's rather uneven. Oh no, it's an earthquake! Well, that's how it goes in the exciting world of train spotting. You know, when we started this piece, we thought we're never going to be able to flesh that out.
Now look, everybody, it's Annika Wright. She's swimming to the surface.
Run for your
Oh,
life!
Annika!
Oh no!
Artificial
There's a
resuscitation.
killer sandwich. It's going to eat her.
Run for your lives! It's Annika Rice's gums!
Ah!
Well, join us again next Friday when train spotting takes another bizarre
Annika,
turn.
speak to me.
And the question about
Artificial
the clip is,
resuscitation.
can you name the superhero? But remember, don't phone us just for fun.
Oh, she's okay. She'll live.
Who is this superhero? Sarge? No. Rosemary, the telephone operator? No. Henry, the mild-mannered janitor?
Hey!
All right, my lover, all right, my lover.
Bradley Varner, he's on the telly and he's in the bathroom. He can't
Bradley Varner.
speak to the
Bradley
animals
Varner.
and say
In the
things like,
bathroom.
hello, little animal, because he's Bradley Varner.
Well, that's all we've got time for. If you don't belt up, we'll never... I thought you were joking. Somebody said there's a rat loose in the house.
There is.
Ding,
There
ding,
is.
ding. But we're here to show this rat has been bum-racked.
Yeah.
It's had a bad press and it doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Bradley's here to fill us in on that. Can we have more on Bradley first?
Indeed we shall.
Is it all
Perhaps
Rat
the
on me, the
biggest
rat's on me.
friend of the animals since Dr.
Take this
Doolittle,
sort of thing
Top
so
Vet
literally,
Bradley
you know.
Viner, has been bandaging budgies and patching up puppies for over 15 years, as well as running his own practice. Bradley writes for newspapers and magazines and hosts a riveting radio show for pets with problems.
Riveting radio show, missus.
This rat seems to have pink
Looking
eyes.
lovely.
Sweet pink eyes. Firstly, let's establish this. They've had a terrible press, haven't they?
They have. They've been in all the tabloids.
No, that Pied Piper, what a rat he
Yeah.
was. No, what a mouse he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a... So why have they had a bad press
The
in
good
them?
thing about rats is they just bite clean off.
Well, in the
You
old
see,
days,
there's no pain. They just go,
It
"Grrr,"
likes
like
me.
that.
It likes me,
Bite
this
your
rat.
arm off.
Bradley.
Don't.
Kill you.
Welcome to the show, Bradley.
can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Well, in the olden days,
Can I move?
In the olden days, rats used to carry the plague
Yeah.
because they carried the fleas that used to bite people and spread the plague about.
Yeah.
But they were very different rats to these pet rats, like the ones we have nowadays.
Yeah.
These
This
aren't-
Rattus
these
norvegicus.
aren't- Well, they're the same species, but they are distant relatives in the sense that they've been bred over the years to be very domesticated and very friendly.
I must declare an interest here. I actually kept rats for a little while.
You're a bit of a rat man
I did a
yourself.
little program once before them, and I fell in love with the rats. And we
Your
got
house
Maisie
is much cleaner
and
now.
Rosie. Oh,
much nicer.
well, that wasn't a cheap shot.
No.
I'm giving you the first question. There, I'll give you the first question. Don't let him see it.
What? Where's
As yours. No, no,
Bradley,
no.
why?
It's the best
Tell me
question.
this. Why do people think that rats are horrible?
Well,
You think you've answered that, haven't you?
Well, yeah, and also I think some people don't like the tail.
What's wrong?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know, because it sort of doesn't match the rest of the rat, does it? Looks like it's been stuck
Well, are
on.
they really
Pull it
dirty?
off and see what happens.
Oh, don't pull them off.
Bradley, Bradley, some people think they're really dirty.
Watching this.
People always just think that rats are all dirty and horrible, are they?
Not pet rats. They're
No, they're
lovely.
clean, aren't they?
They
They're
are.
lovely.
They're rather like pigs. They've been just, given that kind
May
of
I
image
ask
when they
a
like to
question,
be
please?
clean.
Shall I ask a question, please?
Oh, you've hardly said
If you
anything. Why
must,
not?
if you must.
How big do rats grow?
With the tail or without?
With the tail.
Well, this rat's quite a
Look, he's
small rat.
washing.
They can easily get to, nearly twice this size, particularly the wild rats, of course.
Is he shaping up to fight
But
you or
should,
washing?
should never keep a wild rat as a pet. Only a domesticated one.
That's
is
because
too
they're
bad for
wild.
that.
They should be out in nature.
And they can be carrying diseases as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you do if one bit
Distinct
you?
difference
Well,
between
you see, they're not
the two.
likely to bite
No,
you.
they're not.
You're much more likely to get bitten by
Any
a
more
hamster.
than he's likely to bite me.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know
Take
how
your
dangerous
cue.
aliens
What are
are.
the teeth?
Oh, yeah.
Take your cue. Ow! He bit my nose. How could you do that? That's how big they grow. Now, what can you do, apart from appear with these two, to win public over? Could they be encouraged to be kept as pets? That's a tricky one.
Yeah, they make great little pets. I think they need a new PR agency.
They do. They are sweet. What's this one's name?
This is Basil.
Basil,
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah,
Basil.
Basil.
Wow.
That doesn't
He's not a
rhyme.
rat. He's a hamster, Mr. Fawzi.
Oh, yes, a hamster. That's right. That was a rat that caused
right.
all the trouble there.
That's
Oh, yeah. So, is it true to say, then, I don't want to pit species against species,
Yeah.
but is it true to say that mice are, in fact, the dodgy kind of smelly variety?
Oh, mice are right. They certainly do smell more.
They do smell more.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
do smell them. They don't.
No.
Well, can we
Good
ask you the
thing.
5 things then about the rat?
Especially if they're dead.
What?
Oh, no, what's the matter with you today?
Zig!
Very
Well,
quickly, let's whip
Why
through this.
can't I say things? It's my business show as well.
And let's go with the first one. The first one is...
Yes, why can't I
affordability.
say things?
Affordability, they are very affordable. They're not expensive at all.
How much?
Well, you could probably buy a rat for around £10 easily. But of course
Easily?
you need a nice aquarium to keep it in, and you need bedding for it, and lots
Course
of
you
grub.
do.
So you've got to look after it properly.
You've got to have the proper
Huggability?
housing.
Can you pet them?
Of course you can pet them. I'm having a hug with a rat at the moment.
Okay. Life expectancy,
Zig.
how long do they
About,
live?
Zig
Let me
on
cover you.
mother.
about
Let me cover
3
you.
years. That's the sad bit, really.
Only
They
3
don't
years.
live to be
Just
very
3
old.
Christmases.
3
that's all
years,
they've
is that
got.
all?
Sad, isn't it?
We've explained they don't smell, do they?
Terrible.
They don't smell it.
How
They
old
don't
is
Yeah,
smell.
but then you
Basil?
can have fun burying them.
Oh, no!
Zig, that is unbelievable!
Are they very bright? Are they bright
Are they
animals?
clever?
Extremely clever.
Yeah.
Extremely clever. They put aliens to shame.
Really?
Huh?
Yeah.
How do they express that? What do they
Zig
do?
to
They
shame.
rose up? What do they
Well,
do?
they'll go through mazes and that sort of thing. All sorts
They'll go
of
through mazes, that's-
psychological tests have been done on rats to show just how clever they really
Well,
are.
they climb on the camera. If I'm,
No, he doesn't like cameras.
Oh, look at that.
What a superstar.
Extraordinary. No,
Well,
he's shy.
Ed,
He's
Basil's
shy
a
and
rat.
retiring. I think shy and retiring. You should call this one CE. I
Watch
think so,
out!
because this is a
Rat
li-
is about!
Oh, wow, I've got the worst part of him staring right towards me. Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Bradley,
Pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
thanks
I
a
smell a
million!
rat.
Hang on, is he going to get on here? Will he go on
Yeah.
here?
This
Oh,
is
come
Channel
on,
4 and you're watching The Big Breakfast. The question about the clip is, who's in the car? But remember, don't function for fun.
That was great.